Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the morning of Saturday, April 10th, 2021. Stand by for commentary. Well, today's commentary is on P.U.C.K. P.U.C.K. And if the bosses at YouTube allow this to go through, which I hope they do, it would benefit you guys. Okay, as a favorite alien from you know where, I want to do a comment on your situation with your society here right now and how you need PUC. P-U-C-K. P for perseverance and purpose. You need purpose. You don't have any purpose. U, understanding. C, comprehension. And K, knowledge. There is no purpose to anything you do and your government does in this society. You need that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have these problems. There is no understanding. Whatever. Of even 40% of you people for whatever the government or you guys do. And there is less than that in comprehension. You probably have, 2% comprehension maybe? And knowledge? That's non-existent. Let me tell you the problems that you have and what the solutions would be, based on an alien's point of view, okay? From a different way of doing things. Is ours perfect? No. But is it better than yours? Yes. Could yours be better than ours? Well, it depends on how you come out of this. Right now, we're sitting at number 5, and you're sitting here close to 0. So you want to be the number 5? It took us millennia to get to number 5. At one point, we were sitting there like you guys were at 0. And number 5, we've had civilizations that have long gone that in our, what you would call Richter scale, got to number 7 and 7.5 out of 10. And that's the best we've seen. And those civilizations had more technology than we would ever had. They were like you are from the amoeba to us. They lived a long time. Say one lived for 5 billion years. That's a long time, isn't it? Yeah, immortal by some people's standards. But anyway, back to the thing at hand here, PUC. Number 1 issue, coronavirus. Okay, you YouTube bosses here, listen to me closely. I'm not hyping at anybody or anything, okay? You got 30 million infected, over 30 million infected right now since it started. 30 million. That's 10% of your population. Whew. Okay, and out of those 30 million infected, and a lot of them have more or less gone, as you would say, recovered. But I would say, 10 to 25%. So you're looking at 3, 6, 12 million plus of those have issues after COVID left them. It's like leftovers from COVID. Hey, I got you, but here, I'm leaving some of myself here. So for now on, you're going to have these issues, as in psychological issues, kidney problems, heart issues, lung problems, memory issues, balancing issues that you can't have your balance no more, and you can't pick things up. So you're going to need help. And the problem is your society doesn't have any help. According to your television, it says, Medicare for old people is now covering coronavirus. But it didn't say what it's covering under coronavirus, did it? No. What is it going to do with the people that are going to have to get Social Security for disability because of the COVID issue? and have to be under SSI and then Medicare. You are struggling to cover the people you are now. Therefore, you can't cover these people there. Okay? This is something that you have to look under. President Biden has not addressed that under the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that he put on there, or the $2 trillion infrastructure relief bill that he's planning. Yeah, he hasn't done anything about that. And that's for the coronavirus. Okay? The next issue. How do you get rid of the virus? And it's not going to be vaccines, because you got a lot of issues with vaccines. Whether they're true or not, only history can tell. And I can't say anything about that because I got warned by YouTube, okay? So I know your history, I know what's coming through the pike, but YouTube is preventing me to tell you. Ain't that something? Censorship, huh? Well, be that as it may I suggest to President Biden, since you got a $2 trillion infrastructure bill that you're trying to pass through Congress, or the Democrats, because the Republicans are not going to do anything for it, how about if you do this? There's about $200 billion in there that's caviar. So you Republicans and you Democrats get together with, especially Senator Manchin. He seems to be somebody who has puck, because he's got purpose, he's got understanding, he's got comprehension, and most of all, he's got knowledge over there. He's the only Democrat that I've seen that's got puck. So Senator Manchin, this is for you. If you can get together with your Republican pals that are not crazy to the right as the other ones are, because most of your friends in the Democratic Party are crazy to the left, and take $200 billion off of that bill and put $200 billion more. So in a sense, you're not changing the bill. You're just changing the caviar for something that helps. $100 billion towards fighting the virus. And listen to my videos on this channel. I've told you how to fight the virus, okay? Mitigate the virus, that is. Mitigate the virus. Now, and that's $100 billion for that, and $100 billion for infrastructure, meaning the people here that you need. And the infrastructure for that would be, you got to strengthen Medicare and Social Security, because you're going to need that later on in here, because of the, like I said, between 10 and 12 million, maybe more, of those 30 million that you have infected are going to need help with this COVID-19 situation. And the other $100 billion for mitigation and setting up plants. That's number one, okay? But the setting up plants, you can do it. And here's the second part of this issue, Senator Manchin. President Biden has put your country back in the Paris Accords for eliminating pollution in the air, so he says, or climate change. Yeah, you're not doing anything about that. And according to the Republicans, he's killing jobs. Well, yeah, he killed the Keystone Pipeline, didn't he? Yeah, that kills a lot of jobs. But how about making this a job formation here? First thing you do is go to your peace accord there, Paris Accord, I mean, and say, okay, let's draft a treaty where no nation on this planet is banned from putting pathogens in your atmosphere, number one, okay? And each nation should contribute whatever they contribute for defense budget, 1% of that should be earmarked towards building plants to eliminate pollutants in the air, gases like CO2, methane, all these gases that are damaging your atmosphere, and viruses. And then you have to know with these pollutants, once you get them out, have your scientists put up there and see what they can do with those gases that are help the human race. That way you clean your atmosphere, and it's going to be decades because it took you decades to get here, centuries to get to the mess you are, and it's going to take you decades or maybe a century to clear your atmosphere back so that the weather patterns are back to somewhat what they used to be. Okay? You eliminate the harsh tornadoes and the harsh hurricanes and even the volcanoes and earthquakes. And stop building like China's doing because it's messing up your mass on the planet and it's messing your rotation. And it's causing your axis to tilt. So this is my suggestion there, Senator Manchin. You're one of the better Democrats. And try to instill P.U.C. in some of those crazy Republicans and some of those crazy Democrats that you are there, and especially President Biden, who doesn't understand P.U.C. Anyway, this is your favorite alien in Bubba. Good day.